that they don't like playing. There isn't a map that, yeah, of course they have maps that are better than others, but still, including like the new map, including Genshin, every single map before that, they can play it, like they can adapt. They're a really adaptive team. Not like I would say Extremum maybe are pretty much the same, but without, of course, their permaban, which is overpass. They don't play that. Lyngby don't have such a thing. They don't have a permaban, so that's the reason that it's so tough to prepare against them, because you realize that these guys are going to be playing what they feel is the best to play against you, and what they feel is the best to play in this certain day. But of course, Ancient is a really good, solid pick for them, and we are yet to see Extremum actually play their first game on Ancient, so this is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, I know it's always kind of a danger as well, picking into that. You don't know what Extremum are doing behind closed doors either. So, right, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, okay, well, Lyngby are going to take the first map, just judging by the teams that they have beat. But Extremum could come out and surprise me. Maybe that this is something that they've been preparing for. Maybe it's something, that they're just waiting for the right moment, and then they're going to use their wild card, their trap card, if you will. And, Lyngby, they might be caught by surprise. But, I mean, just looking at the maps, I think it's going to go all three. I think we're going to need Vertigo to decide it. Judging by that, Lyngby, they're on a 4 losing streak on Nuke. So, I mean, it's not been great over there. And against the team, against Extremum, with, the abundance of experience, all the majors that the players have played at, you would expect them at least to take a third map. But I believe we're going to jump right into Ancient, and we are going to be seeing how this one will transpire. And there we are. A bit of technical difficulties, but I believe we are live and ready. And actually, Extremum have taken the pistols, so
Yeah, we're here. Yeah,
already a good start. Well, now
yeah.
Lyngby to go for a force back. We'll see how they're going to adapt to this. Azure, though, with a lovely double kill in towards Cave. And starting on this CT side, this map is so heavily CT sided at the minute. Yenzi and Manx with 2 nice kills, but it will be Bentep to mop up the rest. So I would be expecting Extremum to be winning this first half, but we'll have to wait and see.
Well, they're onto a flying start nonetheless. By the looks of it, they won the pistol, they won the anti-force as well. So in the conversion round, we know a lot of teams struggle nowadays with it. Azure with a lovely double kill there towards Cave, and Bentet to follow up. So pretty solid stuff here from the Extremum side, and now it should be a bit of a protocol one. What do we actually expect from this one? We spoke about the CT side giving a lot of possibilities actually to the teams on Ancient, but do we actually expect Lyngby to be able to put on a fight? Because we said it, we haven't seen Extremum just yet, so I wanna put it that way. Are you open for a surprise? Do you feel like Extremum might surprise us and actually take this one by storm?
Yeah, I think they actually might, but I'm not too sure. It's still very early days to make a decision like that. A lot of damage actually done there by Lyngby. Yes, Extremum will go 3-0 up, but I mean the damage so far in those rounds is pretty good. You can see Gratisfaction, JKM is Azure, they're struggling really to build up their economy. Now we see a buyback from Lyngby Vikings, and well, Yenzi on that AWP, he's going to be a little bit of a problem. But what I am really excited to see is Gratisfaction and how he approaches this map on the AWP.
Ooh, that aggression from Monks though. working out perfectly. Gratisfaction on the other side with Dio, good for one, but Bird from Sky is ready and waiting for Jacob. He's gonna be able to punish him. Flashes are really good, and now Lyngby are gonna slow down a bit and head over towards B. By the way, you know, something that I'm looking forward to. A lot of people compare Ancient to Cash, right? In terms of how it's structured, in terms of how it's played, how it's approached, right? Cash was one of the best maps of the ex-Renegade squad. So when these players were in Renegades, they loved Cash. Just saying, just putting it out there.
I mean, it was a really good map for him, but I mean, this map is just so different altogether. It's similar but different in the exact same way.
Yeah.
Gratisfaction finds a nice kill onto Bird from Sky. All of a sudden, Yenzi left in the post-plant position. Oh, really, as he runs out of bullets, he's very low as well. Yenzi swapping over now to the pistol, spamming through the smoke, won't be able to connect. It will take him down, and just in the nick of time as well. Liaz was on that defuse for quite some time. Lyngby will get their first round finally, and I mean 3-1 now is the score. Money not a little bit of a problem. Liaz can drop over an AWP to Gratisfaction, but the rest of the players, they'll be pretty much on Deagle's bar Benta.
Well, let's see how they fare. Gratisfaction once again aggressive with the AWP. He will have to be the difference maker. I love the fact that Extremum are really proactive in the way that they're trying to approach it. They're being really aggressive, but Gratisfaction, unfortunately for him, not quite good for the second. Wasn't able to go for the cover as well because he had to white peek to get that kill. So now the 4 versus 4, and you know, the 1-for-1 is not going to be good for Extremum in this scenario. Not in this one. Although Lias quite aggressive towards Donut. So still Lyngby Vikings taking their time. The Deagles, we surely know how dangerous they could be, but by the looks of it, Daffy is going to check for that. Oh, it's going to grant Lias 1 kill though. So this makes it a possibility, and Azur, he's going to be able to pick up the AWP on top of that kill. So now Rawls and Yancy, they need to be careful about him as well.
Yeah, and the awkward part about this bomb site is you can't really get a bomb plant down, as you can see there. If you try and go for a tap, it's very easy to kind of sound out where the player is. You can spam through the smokes, even if we see Temple smoke, or rather if we see Cube smoked off. But now Yenzi, he's going to be changing up his approach. He's going to maybe try and make his way to B, but Bentent is so aware. He's already on the way across, and surely there's no chance of a plant in the round.
Yeah, that's perfect movement from Benset. Just a second ago, he was there denying the plant over towards Donut, and now he's in front of B. Perfectly played by him. 4-1 Extremum, they're onto a flying start. They managed to win the low buy, and a lot of it has to do with Liaz getting that 1 kill and Azur following up. That was really, really cool from Extremum over towards middle, because we said that a 1-for-1 would always favor Lyngby. Well, Extremum managed to actually get themselves a man advantage out of this entire chaos around middle, and now they have a pretty better buy, and Lyngby Vikings, they're gonna go straight for the V-Rush.
Let's see if it works out. Jacob will find the first and then a second, but Azur will come alive now. It's actually Jacob to get a third. Even with the Deagle, he is still a threat, and Bentet and Azur will clean up the rest. And I mean, so far so good for Extremum. You know, Lyngby Vikings, they're really just, you know, throwing it out there, going for that B rush. It's really kind of just the Hail Mary play in that round. And, well, it was always going to be difficult, especially with the 3B setup that Extremum did have. And, well, with Jacob here finding the first, and a lovely 1D, he was completely blinded as well, and even grabbing a third in the round. It was already over before it even started.
Yeah, absolutely. And now back to the Deagles, back to the armorless pistols. Of course, a few of them with armor behind, but no utility. Not too big of an investment, but you know, that's gonna be more like it. And that's an AWP. That's one of the 2 ops scavenged by Rawls. If he wants, he can drop that over to Yancy. That's exactly what he's about to do. So now Lyngby Vikings have a chance to maybe do some more damage. And by the way, one thing that I'm quite interested in, And we spoke about actually Lyngby's winning streak here on Ancient, right? They have a 4-game winning streak. MIBR have Anonymous and Sinners.
Yeah.
In these games, they've won 58% out of their rounds over at the T side. And so far, they're not onto a flying start. Things are not looking great for them in the opening rounds. I know it's too early to speak, but I feel like Extremum might have something up their sleeve.
Yeah, I think so too. And I mean, their CT's side has been so good so far. And I mean, these positions, this setup is just going to be so difficult to clear out. They a crossfire, they swing on the contact, and they just mow all the Vikings down. Dafu is last alive, but sure, the bomb is dropped. There's 30 seconds. Extremum, they're going to be picking up a 6th round. And I mean, they haven't really done anything wrong. Yes, this is only, you know, a deagle buy. They managed to get 1 kill. They dropped the op, but the op is going to be saved over. Dafu now might get 1 more nice 1 dig onto Azure, but that should be it, and it is it. 6-1 to Extremum. Lyngby Vikings, they're going to have to book up their ideas in this next round.
Yeah, they actually prefer not going for the second AWP here. They stick to the AK. Bented prefers saving the AK, which I find quite cool. Like you saw that they would expect you to have 2 ops now. You go back to the single one. You don't want to reinvest fully. And of course, when you get the opportunity to get an AK on that city side, you're gonna grab it almost every day of the week. And Gratisfaction, he continues to be really aggressive towards Donut, something that we've seen in the opening rounds.
Really aggressive here. Gratisfaction looking for a kill towards laneway, but Rals won't be extending too much. Now Dafu will make his way out middle. Gratisfaction now being just aware that this is a possibility, but a little bit of a slower round here from Lyngby, and I like it. The smoke just blocking off any mid presence, really, if there was an AWP playing from that angle. Gratisfaction, he's playing further back now towards Donut, towards Cube, whatever you like to call it, as the nade. Oh, that's a lot of damage onto Manx. And I don't know if Manx would want to walk through this smoke.
Ooh. Dafudo with a really nice recovery onto Azar, and Bird from Sky is gonna follow up. Bented going down. Now this is gonna open up the round for the side of Lyngby. They find themselves in the man advantage. And Jacob, he's all alone. Liaz goes for the push and finds a crucial kill for the round. They absolutely needed that, and now it's Jacob's turn. But he will have to fall back. Timing is everything. Oh, he got spotted. They know exactly where he is, Jacob. If he gets a kill out of here, that's a miracle. And he's gonna go for the white peak, but the swing doesn't work out. Gratisfaction, though, has already rotated. Is he ready for the second player with the AWP? Oh, a missed shot! And Rollins is gonna fall through the smoke, and now ENC has to clutch it. The 1 versus 2 goes for the bomb plant. He's gonna stick it. Has the AWP. They're just gonna double push him. The no scope lands, but Liaz is ready for the refrag. 7 on the board for Extremum. Lyngby continue to struggle.
Yeah, they really continue to struggle there. The double push through the smoke was just a play against the op there. He can only shoot 1 at a time, you know. So good retake there. Lyngby, though, they played it quite well. I mean, they put Extremum under a lot of pressure after, you know, getting out
towards mid. It was just really the walk through the smoke there that I wasn't too big of a fan. Dafu walks through. There's 2 people on the other side of it. So, I mean, it's not really going to work out. He tries to catch Extremum off guard, but it's not going to work in that way. 7-1 now is the score. And Lyngby, they're going to be put under pressure from the get-go once again. The Molly's just forcing Extremum back here. Jacob trying to take some ramp control, pushes into the laneway but doesn't get the kill. Bird from Sky will hold strong, and now Lyngby have the man advantage. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with it.
Gratisfaction, though, ready to go for the repeat. He realizes that when his team is with a man disadvantage, he needs to get things into his own hands and make the difference, and that's indeed what he's gonna do. Dafu going down. Now he can try and fall back from there. Gratisfaction so far has been really proactive, and this bait with the smoke is really cool. Now they will think there is a player towards the cubby, and they might not be so cautious about him being towards Donut once again. Bird from Skydo aggressing towards Cave, looking for the opening, but Extremum, look at that counter. They've pushed all the way towards B main, and they're gonna take down ENC. Now going back towards Cave. Azar with 1. Azar looking for the second. He's gonna land it. Bented is gonna double up for himself as well, and that's a clean round for the Extremum side. that was pretty flawless. What a stellar recovery. Losing the initial fight, since then, every single kill goes in their favor.
Yeah, and I absolutely love this. So the little re-aggression towards mid, but once they, or towards B lane, excuse me, but once they do that, once they get that initial kill, you see Azure is so reactive. He is ready to go back because they could be out cave. He goes back, gets the double kill, and Extremum win the round. So far, so good. Lyngby calling a timeout. Surprised that we haven't actually seen this a little bit sooner, because they have looked down and out of this game so far. It has been completely one-sided. And now, the money, yes, okay, max loss bonus, it is in effect, but, I mean, do you even go for the force here? I don't think so. You go for a little bit of a half buy, hope that you can bring out maybe a set play that you have been practicing. I would like to see maybe, you know, on a gun round, Lyngby maybe go for a little bit of a default and then go into an A execute. You know,
Yeah,
they
we
haven't
seen it, right?
No, they've been focusing too heavily on B. I'd like to see them change it up and maybe go to another site and just see if they can maybe get a round win from there.
I mean, I kind of get the idea. Like, they're a team that loves to fight for middle control from time to time as well. They're really proactive around cave. But when you see that something isn't working at all, do you go for the switch up? Because yeah, now with the pistols and the SMGs, you're gonna go straight towards B because it gives you more chances for close range fights. But when we get back to the buy rounds, I mean, this is Lyngby's best map right now. They're one of the best tier 2, tier 3 teams on Ancient. So far, they've been struggling big time, and a change is needed. Gratisfaction needs to be careful, doesn't want to get caught into an awkward fight. He's gonna fall back behind the smoke. And now Lyngby, they've showed some presence towards middle. They're gonna head straight back towards Jacob, who's kind of just testing the waters. Doesn't want to get caught. Close range against the pistols in the Mac-10 as well. Bented doing the same. I love the fact that Extremum are actually playing this one on a retake. They don't wanna get up close. Now Bented picking up this one. He's gonna double up, triples up. Bented goes for the 4K. Does the finish off with the ace? No, he doesn't. The NC there to shut him down. But Bented, he's done more than enough, and that's exactly what we want to see from the Indonesian star of Extremum.
Yeah, and I mean, you said it yourself, the retake scenario is absolutely perfect. Bentet let the pistols come to him and he lined them up and he isolated them, found all the kills, was lucky not to get the final one, but luckily his teammates are on hand to rotate in. He's 17-4, by the way. He's having a fantastic CT side, and well, you can't help but notice that it is because Lyngby are just solely focused on going towards B. I love this switch of pace here, though. They're going to rush out towards mid, and this is what they need. But a TK from Bird from Sky actually doesn't turn out too bad. A 3v3, it could have been a lot worse. Bird from Sky gets the TK and goes down there. That's the round pretty much over. They still have a chance, but Bird from Sky is very low. And look at this from Gratisfaction.
No way they're ready for it. Yeah, he's gonna pick up the first pause, the second. Ooh, Gratisfaction actually over aggresses, and that's gonna cost him. But look at that. They've already pushed middle. Extremum are so proactive on this map. It's almost impossible for Lyngby to make a move and not get countered by Extremum. The question is now, do they get the right idea? Do they... Oh no, they have no clue. They're thinking about it. Not exactly sure. And that's the reason that Jacob stays here. He's just wondering, if Bentet clears out this A-bomb side and tells him it's clear, Jacob is going to be really fast on the B flank, and now they realize Jacob is going to go back towards middle and probably towards cave. Now Extremum should have a clear idea on what's going on, but Dafu and NC are going to have a free bomb site to get the bomb down. Lyngby Vikings, this might be their biggest chance of winning a round so far. Of course, despite of their one. And NC, he's going to go for the standard after plant. Just pushes into cave and probably he's going to go towards lane and main. Decides not to be so aggressive though. And this might actually cost his teammate, but Dafu with a really crucial kill, leaving Bentet in the 1 versus 2. And this should be just impossible even for Bentet, even though he's been having a hell of a performance. Although he is playing inside of the smoke, but Dafu, aware of the possibility, finds the double kill. And that's going to be a double for Lyngby.
Yeah, Lyngby winning that round, and it's because they switched it up, really. You know, they push out towards middle. Yes, Bird from Sky gets a TK, but they just catch Extremum completely by surprise. But, you know, it's that kind of round that it kind of only works once. Extremum, they're not really going to be caught out by that again. They're going to be able to react to that. So Lyngby, they're going to have to try something different. Maybe we are going to see some more fast mid control from them, but no, it looks like already we are going to see 4 towards A. The nade just doing a little bit of damage to Mank. So Liaz dropping the smoke, calling for the rotation of Azur. And well, there's 2 players here towards A. It looks like the execute is going to come in, and Liaz is going to have to be ready.
Oh, the flashes are absolutely perfect. Azur needs to step up though, finds one Liaz with the double, and this round has fallen apart once again for the Lyngby Vikings. Yancy with the AWP needs to find an opening. Of course, he is waiting for Rals to try and do something from middle. Yancy is going to find one, but Rals falling in the meantime is not going to help him out a whole lot. Now he has the bomb though, and by the looks of it, he has an idea that there is a player around middle, but that missed shot. That was his chance, really. I feel like that was his chance to put it back to a 1 versus 2. Now, even though Extremum have to really tag players, he is with the AWP, so that's not going to make such a big difference. Only making the leg shots more effective, but Lyngby Vikings down 10-2. Unless Yancy pulls out an incredible clutch, I don't really fancy their chances at this point.
Yeah, I mean, this one was one that I was saying probably should go to Lyngby, but you never know. This is a wild card. This could be Extremum's trap card, and so far we are seeing that it is definitely something that they have been preparing. A lovely position here from Liaz. He peeks out, spots out Yenzi. He's just going to try and play his life here. There's 15 seconds. The rotations are coming in. Bentet would need to be careful. They're probably just going to wait for a plant. The flash comes over. Liaz will go down. Oh, another missed shot. Nice try by Yenzi, but it was always going to be difficult. Extremum, they will be getting into double figures, and I mean, that round, it just really falls apart by the counter utility of Extremum. There was no map control for Lyngby really there. It was just straight off spawn. They go for a little bit of an execute, 20 seconds into the round. Extremum, they didn't see anything anywhere else, so they rotated Azur over towards A. He was on hand to dump a molly, and the round was over from there.
I love the fact, by the way, that Extremum are being so dynamic on this map. We can see that different players go to... They just go everywhere. For example, let's see Gratisfaction. This guy has been so mobile. Jacob once again getting killed through the smoke. Azur just rotating between the 2 bomb sites. Now he's in cave. But Jacob is gonna fall in the meantime, and Azur, he's still trapped. Deploys the smoke to try and make his way out of there. As Lyngby are gonna slow down for the time being. There's a bit of an upgrade from Bird from Sky. Azur still wandering around the smoke. Not quite alone though. Bentet is gonna join in, and that could spell disaster for the Lyngby side. There's a nice molly to try and push Bentet back, but they're not aware that there's 2 players here. They go for the check. Azur is gonna win the fight, and now as they swing for the refrag, Azur doesn't care that he goes down because he's just setting up the bait for Bentet, and there's a massive double kill, leaving Dafu in the 1 versus 3. That's such a smart play from Extremum, and it might have just won them number 11.
Yeah, I mean, Dafu, what can he do here? He's smoked off. He's making steps. Bentet is here, and he's not going to be ready for him in that position. And I mean, a lot of presence shown towards B there. Once again, Extremum actually rotate Liaz off A there, so they stack 3 towards B, which allows Bentet to rotate into the cave. The little bait from Azur to allow Bentet to get that double kill, and the round is over once again. As you said, and as we have said time and time again, it's been a lovely reactive CT side from Extremum, and it's just something that Lyngby can't really counteract. They're not really ready for it at all. We're looking at the last 2 rounds now of the first half. Money is a huge problem for Lyngby, and Extremum already starting off well.
Jacob is a huge problem as well. The 4 versus 5, minute 40, and it has been like that most of the time. I like the fact that Gratisfaction, by the way, has slowed down a bit, because we've seen him kind of run like, I don't want to say run like a madman, but he was quite agile towards middle. Maybe going a bit over aggressive at times. Now though, realizing there's pistols, he just settles back. Lias is gonna have some fun. Picks up 1. Now just Toink with the second, Toink with his food. He's gonna pick up Dafu as well. Things are just looking really well from Extremum, you know? If Lyngby Vikings think that they've gotten themselves into a decent position, they think they might have the upper hand because Extremum might not be aware, well, that's just in the bin. Extremum are just luring them into that false sense of security, if that makes any sense. They're just allowing them to get some map, and Lyngby go, oh guys, we have this and that, we can try to do that and that, but Extremum know exactly what's going on, so they're controlling it all the time.
Yeah, the reads have been super good from Extremum, and they seem to be clued in to absolutely everything that's going on. I mean, already now we are seeing a 12-2 scoreline, and Lyngby, even if they do get this third round, I don't think there's a way back from them. I think it's already over. They pushed out towards Liaz with the op, and he actually swaps over to the AK to get the second kill. So he's wielding both weapons in this round. He's already found a double. The Molly's going to force Yenzi out, and Azur will gobble him up. 13-2, Ted. Not a scoreline that I did think I'd see on this map.
Oh my.
I mean, absolutely superb CT side from Extremum. Lyngby, they're going to have to replicate it if they're going to stand a chance, but I think we're already looking at nuke.
You know, the thing is that it's do or die in this series. Like, the loser just goes home, the winner proceeds to the playoffs. So, Lyngby, this is not how you want to begin it. That's your map choice. You've won 2 rounds out of 15. If you lose the pistol, you're pretty much in the bin at this point. Like, even if you win the pistol, you're still in the bin, but you have a slight chance to get out of there.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult. I'm interested to see what way the pistol goes, as we are going to see 3 players towards cave, but they're going to be smoked off. And now, what did they do here? They boost on top of the box to see over it, hope for a few USP shots, but they're going to have to play a 5v5 retake. Extremum need to get into good post plants.
Yeah, but they have a resmoke for CT, so now Extremum, they can focus on cave. Lyngby, they need to send 3 players going out from the same little room, and that's not gonna go well, but Rouse finds a double. Yensi with 1 more, Bent is still alive though, and Jacob is kicking ass once again. The 2 versus 2, leaving the 1 versus 2. Jacob going down, Rouse with the 4K and with the round. And, well, Rouse, he was on 3K before this round, now he's on 7.
I think Extremum were just surprised more than anything that there was 3 players towards cave that round.
Yeah.
That just really caught them off guard. Lyngby are able to win it, and it's Raz with a 4K. He's had a pretty disappointing series, but that could be said for absolutely everybody on the Lyngby side for the moment.
When your team is losing 13-3, there isn't someone that's having good series. Like.
Yeah, exactly. It's been pretty disappointing. Have a look at that. Extreme has converted a first kill into a round in 11 out of 12 times, a 91% conversion rate, which is very impressive indeed. Let's see if they can get the opening pick with these Deagles. This one should be difficult though to convert.
Oh, look at the gloves. They go so well with the map.
Yeah, they do. Blends in nicely. Same with the Deagle skin as well.
Yeah, maybe he has like different crafts for every single. Nah, but they have no idea. Oh, they have no idea. The timing was perfect. Gratisfaction picks up 1, manages to swing towards CT, but Dafu with a massive 3K is gonna save the round. And now Gratisfaction, yeah, you're just dead. Leaving Bented in the 1 versus 4, but that was a really cool kill. The thing is that they didn't even invest everything, so Extreme aren't gonna be too upset about it. If Bented manages to get maybe 1 or 2 more kills, that's gonna be perfect, just doing damage to the economy. Bented. Okay, Yancy is gonna take care of him. 13-4, Lyngby Vikings winning the first 2 rounds of the second half, but now it's big boys time. Now it's the guns. The AKs going in from Extremum, and let's see if Lyngby Vikings are for real on the CT side of Ancient, or see if they're just trying to make it not look as dominant.
This timing was absolutely perfect, and all I'm gonna say is Lyngby will be thanking that Dafu was there. That's it. If he goes down, that's the round over. Extremum have already won it, and the game is already over. Dafu just keeping them alive, but they're going to need to start this one off well. Azur and JKM with a lovely double to start things off. We see Burp and Sky sitting in the smoke. He's trying to play around it. Azur should find this, gets dinked up for his trouble, but finds the kill. And I mean, it's all one-way traffic, Ted. It's Extremum absolutely dominating on the first gun round. And Yenzi falls too.
My.
How about that? Nearly as clean as you like. You know, they keep everybody alive. They take little bits of damage to get dinked up, but very, very impressive.
And what do you do if you're Jens in this situation? The first go round just begins, and 15 seconds later you're in a 1 versus 5, and you go down. There's nothing that Jens could do. And for Team 4, Extremum just make it look easy. They go for 5 separate fights. They win all of them. Every single one of the 1 versus 1s was won. And now Lyngby Vikings on the back foot once again with a low buy. Yes, it's not even going to be able to cross. Bird from Sky finds the refract nonetheless, but a 1-for-1. We know how that one works. And yeah, with Gratisfaction picking up one more, Bented following up. This should be as good as over. Lyngby Vikings losing another. Extremum on a 15, 1 away from taking their map pick, and this has been just complete and utter domination.
Yeah, and as you can see there on that little sign, if you haven't seen already, there's going to be live odds put up throughout the match. And well, if you head over, if you want to, you can go.
Oh, let's see if the Pride of Poland is going to be able to close out this round, as Elias is going to get one Gratisfaction with the follow-up. This should be as good as over. The final nail in the coffin of Lyngby Vikings. They will have a tough task in front of them going into map number 2 with a 1 map disadvantage, getting absolutely destroyed in the nick of time. Just a 30-minute map on their map choice of Anshin. Yensi, the one-man standing, he's gonna fall any moment now. 16-4 as we go into a short break, ladies and gentlemen, and we're gonna be right back in just a couple of minutes to see if Lyngby Vikings will be able to bounce back.
Are you ready to experience the next step in esports entertainment? Don't just watch the game. Become a part of it. Make predictions, compete against others, win prizes. Stream cards. Sign up for the closed beta now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Spring Sweet Spring series as we're ready to take on Lyngby Vikings and Extremum's map number 2. It's gonna be Nuke. Ancient went in favor of Extremum. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get underway. 2 quick kills now. As Bird from Sky is gonna fall down to 2. Now Extremum go. On the T side it is going to be difficult, but if they can pick up the pistol, they'll have a fantastic chance of maybe closing this series out 2-0. Bird from Sky just tagging Benta as Extremum now fall away from the A side and change up their approach.
Benta looking for an opening. Still in the 2 versus 3, they keep wondering. Lyngby Vikings are gonna go for the double push though, and okay, that's a nice way for Extremum to find a hole in the defense. There's no one towards that B bomb side, so it's gonna at least give them on the bomb plant. Benta still from the back of the side. Looking for peaks. Of course, Lyngby are waiting for the double push from single door, and Benta, he's gonna get tested any moment now. He's gonna hear that open. He's just gonna go down, leaving Azur in the 1 versus 3. The stick is there, but Azur with this dink is gonna stop the defuse. And now the 1 versus 3 Varals is gonna take him down. Azur not quite able to finish off the kill onto Bird from Sky, and that's gonna be Lyngby Vikings taking the lead for the first time in the series.
Yeah, lucky boy there to be alive. Bird from Sky, just unfortunate if you're Azur. If he gets that kill, you know, he can just close the door and he can actually play then the 1v2. It is going to be difficult, but, you know, he then has a bigger chance, of course. But we see the reinvestment, no surprise really there. Lyngby are going to have to get over this hurdle without falling, or else Extremum will be able to punish them and possibly, you know, pick up their first 3 rounds then on the T side.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're Lyngby at this point, you kind of hope that you win as many rounds as possible before Extremum get themselves the first. Like, you need to get like 3, 4, maybe 5 before they get even 1. That's gonna kind of help you out to establish some dominance here. Rouse though left completely alone. The timing was really bad on this rotation from Bird from Sky. It's gonna give his teammate the chance to get a kill, but get traded immediately. Yancy though, following up onto Lias to the man advantage. And Azur and Bedset have been tagged around the 60 HP mark. Gratisfaction might not be aware of the position for Max, and indeed he's not. That's the bomb as well. Max is gonna double up. Bedset finally finding the refrag down to the 1 versus 3. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, great position there from Manx to get a double. Benta in a pretty awkward situation, and well, if he could just do a little bit more, if he would have stuck it, he might have got it off. Actually, he's still going to get the bomb plant off, so it is okay for money. And now he just has to find a few more kills. There's a double. Yenzi able to get a trade, but the damage is done. Yenzi, the only man left alive. Lyngby are going to win the round, yes, but I mean, I'm not going to be too surprised if we see Extremum go for another force here.
Yeah, surely they go for the force. You get 4 kills, you get the bomb down. Of course, they're going to reinvest again, but that was so close. Imagine Yancy doesn't peek with the, or he peeks from the other side of the ramp. That's the round going in favor of Extreme. What a double kill from Benta. Whoo! They did it. That's a sheesh moment, you know?
Yeah, that was a real off angle that they weren't expecting him to play. And well, yeah, we're going to see the reinvestment here now from Extremum. And as you've seen there on your screen, the odds from Pinnacle, if you want to check them out, you can head over to teb.gg/odds. You can sign up using code SPRING21. And when you bet €20, you will get €20 back.
Yeah, absolutely. As Extremum, they've pretty much bet everything that they have in this round, and let's see if they are gonna get it back. Lyngby Vikings as well, on shaky ground right now. They're not gonna have the best buy that they can hope for. This off angle from Bird from Skydo, and the double off angle from Max as well. That's a really nice setup there from Lyngby. I almost want to see that one work. I almost want to see that one work just for the sake of it, because it's really cool. I really like this one. You know, it's typical to see people playing this off angle that Max is holding, but when you have the support of Bird from Sky, that is when it becomes really dangerous. And are they gonna be ready for it though? Extremum, heavy presence towards outside bird from sky, being curious, thinking about going for the peak. He's gonna try and time it well and finds himself a kill. No refract potential as well, so perfectly played by him. And Extremum, they're just gonna let him go, but look at the damage that has been inflicted through the smoke.
Yeah, it's been